Welcome to the second installment of my video gift guide. Today I'll be talking about toys that are appropriate for children ages 6 months to about 5 years. This is Fisher-Price's Elmo Live. He initially retailed for about $60, but you can start finding him for about $50. Check out all the things he does. He's got sensors in his foot, belly, nose, and back. One of the things he can do is squeeze his nose. He makes silly noises.
No kidding! Get it? Is this my coin? Oh, boy.
Got lots of hours of games and dancing built inside, so he's not going to get boring after the first few minutes. You can probably find one. They're everywhere, and they're a lot of fun for the...
Want something silly?
Sure.
Screw Elmo's nose!
Okay.
Excuse me.
Now this is something funny. If he falls over...
Elmo fell down. Can you help Elmo up, please? Thank you. You're Elmo's best friend.
That's Elmo Live, made by Fisher-Price. Please, do not spend a lot of money for this guy on eBay.
Thank you. You're Elmo's best friend.
I know, I'm looking out for all the parents out there, too. If you can't find one, please email me. We'll track one down for you. This one's a lot of fun for your toddler.
Hey, come closer to Elmo, please. Elmo has something important to tell you.
Oh, yeah?
Can you hear Elmo?
Yeah.
Elmo just wanted to say that Elmo loves you.
It's true?
Yes. Mwah! Mwah!
Well, thank you, Elmo. One of my favorites from Toy Fair besides Elmo is Coda the dinosaur. This Triceratops the child can sit on. Now, he doesn't walk and move around the room, but when you can sit on him and he makes stomping noises. On top of that, he's fully interactive. You can hold your hand up to his mouth and he'll sniff. You can feed him his leaf. You can pet his head. He sings, he roars, he plays music, and he interacts with your kid. He kind of looks and sees, things like that. When he came out, he was $300. Which is completely worth it because he's a gigantic dinosaur. However, now due to our incredible economy, you can find him for about $100. $100 at Walmart, Target, Toys R Us. One toy that's a big hit for kids ages 9 months all the way up to 3 or 4 years are these fake wooden blocks. Come in a big package like this. I found this set at Big Lots for about $15 and there's 100 pieces inside. Recommends age 3 and up, but if you have a kid that likes to build or knock over towers, like my 1-year-old, they're a lot of fun. Now these look like the wooden blocks you're probably familiar with. They're very soft though. They're not really wood. They've got a wood grain pattern on them. So if you check these at an adult, they'll probably flip out. I got my wife a few times. This set also came in crazy colors. Not only are they soft and durable, they also float in the bathtub. For $15 you got hours of fun, and it's a great toy for bridging the gap between different ages. Next I want to talk to you about Clippo blocks. These are made by Play School. They come in a variety of different sizes. You open up the bucket, and you've got the pieces inside. Yeah. I have a full video podcast where you can see more about this particular toy. The thing that I like is that the pieces are extremely flexible. You can bend them, and because it's a kind of a softer plastic, if you step on them in the middle of the night, they don't hurt quite as much. Check out my video podcast all about the Clippo blocks and different things you can make. These are recommended for ages 18 months and up. Another toy for younger kids is Follow Me Fred by Tiny Love. Check out my earlier podcast to see a little bit more of Fred in action. He's great for kids who are just learning to crawl because he moves at a slow pace that encourages them to follow. The best thing about this toy is if you look on the other side, there's a mute button so you can turn off the barking in the song. Check out my earlier podcast to see a little bit more of Fred in action. One of our favorite toys appropriate for many ages is the Mozart Music Cube made by Munchkin. Press the button on the bottom and it plays one of 8 symphonies by Mozart. You can turn on and off the different instruments on each side of the cube by pressing the button. They also light to the beat that they're putting off. But you can turn off the piano, you can turn on the harp, you can hear how just the violins and the harp work together. There's 5 different instruments going, you can listen to hear how they all go together. It's great for young children, they press the button, they see light and sound. It's great for older children that are learning different instruments and how things fit together. It's a little heavy, but the rounded corners make it pretty safe, and a lot of fun for young children. Speaking of musical, innovative toys, we're also big fans of the Chime Guard made by Lamaze. Simply press the flowers on top to hear a different tone, or press one of the flowers and it'll start a different tune. So there's different modes for different levels of interactivity. The petals have that crinkle material inside that the children love, plus they're different textures. This is great for children that can sit up on their own because you can sit them down and they can press all the different flowers. Something a little bit more independent are Goosey cards. These are flash cards. They're very durable. That's the number one thing I want you to take away from this. This is very durable. It's a very hard plastic laminate on these. You can wipe off peanut butter and jelly stains. They're very durable. But what you do is you can go on the site and you can upload your own images. So if you want to help teach the family members they don't get to see every day, or articles of clothing or colors or shapes, using their own stuff, take pictures, upload it, and then within 3 or 4 days you have your own set. Now they also have stock sets. This is one of the truck sets you can get. It's very easy to upload the images, fill out your captions, and then save a set. You can then decide to order more sets or add to sets. They're very reasonably priced. Check out gooseycards.com to get started. You can also just kind of preview the entire process without actually committing to anything, just to see how easy it is. Another favorite of my son's was the Busy Balltivity Center by Play School. You can see on one of our earlier podcasts, it's entirely dedicated to this toy and the Busy Ball Popper. This one uses the power of air. There's a fan inside that blows the different balls around. It's very easy for the child to pull them out and put them back in. Again, this is a great toy for a child that can sit up on his own, even crawl and walk. They can get the balls, they can put them in, take them out. Check out the earlier podcast to see more of this. I talk a few minutes about Playmobil. You saw me ranting about how wonderful Playmobil is for the children ages 4 and up in the other podcast. They do make a line of toys called Playmobil 1, 2, 3. These toys are appropriate for children ages 1, 2, and 3. They have less moving pieces and chunkier parts, so that it's easier for children to hold on to and less of a choking hazard. Now there are a few pieces that are a little too small for children that are very, very little. But as your child starts to grasp things, Playmobil is a good way to go. Plus they're made in Germany, so you don't have to worry about lead poisoning. My son loves carrying around the individual Playmobil people. There's all kinds of different sets. They're very safe, they float in the bathtub, and they help your child get introduced to Playmobil at an early age. Something for the smallest children I want to recommend. This has been a lifesaver throughout our entire first year. This is called the Selectus Show made by Fisher-Price. It projects up on the ceiling. It also offers music. There's lullabies, nature sounds, and classical. Let me turn that on. And there's classical. And nature sounds. Now you can set the time limit, 5, 10, or 15 before it turns off. And you can also pivot it so that you can stick it on the dresser and project on the ceiling above your child. I love that it's got a carry handle and it's got batteries, so it's fully contained. So you can take it with you to a friend's house or grandma's house and kind of bring a little bit of home there. The best thing about this is that children's vision develops very rapidly when they're born. When they're first born, they can't see very much at all. Their vision is very cloudy. And so the very first slide that you put in the top, the very first one has 3 very basic shapes. Checkerboard, a smiley face, and a heart. And you just slide that in up top, and then when you turn it on, it projects these very simple and easy for the child to see on the ceiling. This is for 0 to 3 months. As their vision gets a little bit better, you insert the number 2 slide, and it's got images more appropriate for what their vision can handle. Then after 6 months, you put in the 3rd slide. This worked on 4 C batteries, and it took us about a year before I had to replace the batteries. This is a great gift for first-time parents, too. That was our video gift guide for children ages 6 months up to about 5 years. Be sure to check out my other podcast, which is for boys ages 5 to 12, and my upcoming podcast, which is for girls. Thanks for checking us out. We have an RSS feed over on nontoxicreviews.com.